Hello everybody, I'm back this week and I'm going to be talking today about the Splinterlands AMA and give you an update on the Splinterlands voucher group buy that I joined. And it's really good that Marcus Wilde has a good person and we're all going to get everything that we should get from the pre-sale with no loss, and we get some tokens for ownership of the account that's actually buying the account. So it's a fun way to get a good discount, get to know more players, and do all kinds of things. And we have hit our goal of passing up enough packs to do the highest discount buy that you can do on the site. So at this point, anybody who wants to join in can go ahead and do it. We have set a deadline of the Friday the 12th and at 3 p.m. Central. So you'll have to join up with into the Discord before then, and there'll be a link in the description. You'll have to talk to us. We'll have to give us your vouchers. And then on Friday, we'll be looking for people to send over their payment. You can pay however you want. You get the biggest discount in SPS. Well, not however you want, but there'll be multiple options. Marcus will work all those out with you. But it's been really, really exciting. I hope you follow him here on Hive, and he is also on Twitch. It's really good to follow him on Twitch because he's one of the bigger Splinterlands streamers over there. Here's his post that has all the updates about how you can get the 20% off. It goes over everything, and I'll have a link to here as well. But we'll go ahead and jump into the Discord to see the live numbers. We are currently up to a total, I think, of 2,731 vouchers. Here's a list of the players that are involved, and here's that deadline again. So just to recap how this is working for anybody that doesn't know yet. Basically, if you come into the Discord and you send your vouchers in and your payment through us, you're basically going to get the full 20% discount that's offered to anybody that's buying at least 2,000 packs. You're also going to be getting the and then you're going to get one token for ownership of the account for each pack that you buy. So, and then the 20% bonus that you get for buying 2,000 packs means for every 5 you buy, you'll get one additional one for free. That's why to join it, you have to get at least 5, because otherwise you're not getting any benefit. So there's no real point unless you count those 5 tokens that you would own of the account. So the way that would work today is that there would be 2731, because that's how many vouchers we have, tokens created and given out to the different people. Now, as you can see, right now, G-Dog would have the most ownership of the account. I'd be second. Marcus would be third. And what's going to happen is during every airdrop that happens for the entire time, everyone will get every airdrop they were entitled to. So if you were entitled to an airdrop at 50 packs, you will get your one for the first airdrop of Dr. Blight. And then when the next airdrop comes out at 2 million, if 50 gets you a guaranteed airdrop, you will go ahead and get that airdrop card given to you. But we all know that when an account has bought a lot of packs, it has a percentage chance to get extras. So what happens to the extras? That's where the tokens that you own in the account come into play. If you own an account, if I own a third roughly of the token supply, then I own a third of those extra legendaries that come out. Do I actually get the cards though? No. The cards will be sold on the open market and money will be sent to the account holders that hold the tokens. The tokens will then be tradable on Hive Engine and maybe on Tribal Decks, we'll have to see, but certainly on Hive Engine because it will be a Hive Engine token. This token will represent ownership, and whoever's holding them will get the payment into their account. So if you're someone who's like, oh, I only got 5 or 10 and I don't really think I'm going to be getting very much money, well, somebody like me will probably pick those up off the marketplace if you don't try to sell them for too much. So you're going to get a little bit of money back as well. And then you just get to come in here, you get to join this Discord, you get to talk to players like me and Marcus and all these other ones that are taking part in this. So if you're already planning on making a purchase and you're not going to buy at least 50 or 100, or if you're not buying at least 100 or 200 packs, then you're better off coming with us because you'll get a free packs, you'll get the same discount, you'll get everything you're entitled for, and you'll get those tokens that you can sell in the marketplace, or you can just hold for little bits of Hive being dropped into your Hive Engine wallet every once in a while. It's a very good program. And just for anybody that's wondering what's stopping Marcus from taking this account, stealing our vouchers, running off, selling them all, he gave away all his land pots, which was over 330 plots, to a third party. It's a user well known in the Splinterlands community, Dave McCoy. He's holding those lands and he will not give them back until all packs have been delivered. And he's confirmed here that none of us are saying we didn't get our packs. So once and all of our cards and everything, and then at that point, Dave will send him his land back. If Marcus was to try to steal anything from us at this point, he would lose over $300,000 worth of land. And even though it is quite a lot of vouchers that are worth a decent amount of money, they don't quite, I think, outpace that land yet. So there is some guarantees here for anybody that was wondering, how can I trust this guy? If you don't know him, if you don't realize he's been a long-time player, he's a long-time streamer, he's a big member of the community, he runs a guild here, he's just not somebody who's looking to steal from this community. He's doing this more as a way to try to allow smaller players to get the same discounts and bonuses big players get. So that if you are only buying 50 packs to get one Dr. Blight, instead of buying 50, getting no bonuses, no real discounts, you would come here, you would give us the 50 vouchers, pay through us, but you would get that 20% discount, 40% if you pay with SPS, and then you would also get an extra instead of just 50 packs for each 5, so you get 10 extra, you get 60 packs. So that's just how this would end up working. Do make sure you come into the Discord, you talk to us if you have any questions, and you get here. I'd say you need to be in here by Wednesday or Thursday talking to us. You don't want to be coming in on Friday, a few hours before the deadline, trying to get your vouchers in, trying to make sure you get credit, trying to work that all out, because at a certain point he's going to say, hey, don't send any more vouchers, we're doing our purchase, we're working everything out, we're moving on. The other thing that we're going to be talking about today is the Splinterlands AMA from last week. It was a pretty good AMA. No, crazy breaking news, but a lot of tease of really good things that are coming down the pipe. You can come here and check out this post. I'll have a link to the description. It's basically a summary of what they talked about. I do like this. If you want to watch it on YouTube, they have built in a background and framing thing. So it's not just Aggro hanging out in his room, and we're getting to see more of the faces behind the project, and that's really good. I know as projects get bigger and Splinterlands is reaching that next level, you want to know who's behind it. This is a fun one to watch. There's some video of him out at NFT NYC because Aggro was there. He did a speech and they talked about the project, and there's some eye candy. We'll get to the bottom of some of the upcoming cards that are going to come out in the Chaos Legion pack. The dev updates were pretty simple. They're just making sure that they get the Chaos Legion finished up and ready so that we can go ahead and be opening those packs relatively soon. And they are also working on stability. We all know that right now with the giant growth of the game, occasionally sometimes the servers get a little bit laggy. They go down for maintenance, they come back up. They've been doing a lot of changes. For anybody running a bot, I know that's been tough on the people who are running the bots. If you are using them, you might have to give those people some time for the game to stabilize, to finish off their API designs and tweaks before those bots will be stable and usable. It's an interesting time in the game right now. I think a lot of less bots are being used, and so that's kind of a fun thing for people. We also did have the rewards change so that you do now earn more DEC if you're in the top levels, if you're winning. So I think maybe more people are trying to make sure that they're winning more battles than losing. So unless you have a premium bot, they're probably not using it. They talk about their support challenges. They are trying to grow the support team. It's an interesting idea. I know a lot about the game, but I have no idea how helpful I could be, and I have another job and other things to do. But if you are a player, you've been around for a long time, you know the ins and outs of connecting the wallets and how to work the game and things like that, you can talk to them. They are working their way through their tickets, and it's good to see that they're trying to take this more seriously, trying to create systems to better manage these, because they're understanding as you reach that next tier of game, you need to be able to open a ticket, track your ticket, understand your ticket, and they need to know how to be able to kind of help the guy who lost $5,000 in a transaction that just disappeared and they have to go dig into that and figure out what's going on, or the person who's like, hey, I ran out of resource credits. Those are important tickets too to work through and understand and make sure players get helped, but there's a different level of importance, and so they're going to be working on all of those kind of things. There's some new swag, so if you're interested in getting some swag to wear around the town, I know I like wearing my Splinterlands shirt. I have it on right now. I know I don't keep it in frame, but I need to get some new ones. This one was from before the game was really popular, so I'll be looking into that. They did talk about some upcoming partnerships. One of the big ones is that CryptoBots is going to be releasing a set of Splinterlands bot cards, so they're going to be minting these. They won't be connected to the game, but it's good publicity. They're going to have a big tournament in December, so that should be pretty fun to see. They're launching some education courses in Finn Street, which is kind of interesting to see. I don't know exactly how that's going to work in, but it's pretty exciting. One of the big things that you heard is that he said he's being contacted by a lot of big crypto guilds who are players who like work together enjoying games, and sometimes they just run one or two or three really big accounts, so you'll have like 40 or 50 people or even 100 or 200 people get together, and instead of them running individual accounts at like level 2 in Splinterlands, they would pool their funds to buy enough cards up to get one max level account going, get that one earning. They would really be, working together to really learn how to play the game, how to compete in tournaments and win the tournaments. They'd have an army of players that could step in and play to keep the thing going and always have live people playing it. And if they're a big enough guild, they might have, they'll pick their sweet spot. Maybe they just want to get 10 silver accounts or 10 gold accounts or 2 or 3 diamond or max, champion accounts. But if you have over 10 groups of varying sizes talking about moving their guilds over to Splinterlands, then you're talking about a lot of people coming in, a lot of buy pressure for DEC to create guilds, and a lot of buy pressure on cards as people come over here and decide that this is where they want to be. They want to be competing in these tournaments. They want to be playing in this marketplace, and they see it as a place in the play to earn world that is, just somewhere that you need to be. And we have seen Splinterlands move up to being number 1 or number 2 often in daily active users currently, is tracked by DApp radar, and that's pretty cool to see, because we were up there and then we kind of fell down, and now we're up there, and it's good to see our name right next to Axie Infinity and above Axie Infinity a lot of times, because as that game continues to have, I'd say, a little bit of problems. I'm not a player, so I don't know completely, but I know Smooth Love Potion has been trending down a little bit. AXS has been trending up a little bit, which is good, but that's the token that you don't earn for playing the game. It's the governance token you have to get other ways. I don't want to talk too much because I haven't looked into it enough, but I do know that Splinterlands is going to be in a pretty sweet spot in a couple months where you can play the game, you can earn an in-game currency, you can earn a governance token for playing, and after all the different things in the white paper gets live, where you can be staking your SPS on players to try to earn extra SPS, and you can be voting in governance proposals, and we can be controlling the game, and we can be doing all the different kind of things, because right now all you can really do is stake SPS to get vouchers, which in itself is pretty incredible and creating a lot of wealth for the players. But there's going to be a lot more, and that's one of the reasons why I myself think SPS is very, very undervalued at 50 cents. But they've got to fulfill those other things at this point. I think they're going to have to actually, hit all those goals in the white paper, get that token doing everything they said it would do before we really see it go on a run, or the airdrop has to come to an end, because there is a decent amount of sell pressure when you're giving out that much free token every single day. They do talk. There was a sales and marketing update. Things are still going pretty good. That's one of the main things that they're talking about. They were kind of talking more about, we have DigiCon coming up, and they have their NFT art contest that they do on Hive. It's definitely something worth doing if you're a good artist and you're interested in the Splinterlands world. If you create some art, you tend to either get votes from people in the community like me, curated pretty well by the Splinterlands team, and if you are and that's just for competing. You don't have to be a great artist to get those votes and get curation and earn a little money in Hive. You just have to compete, and then if you are a great artist and you do some of the best art, well, then you can win some prizes that are actually worth a decent amount of money at this time. And then we did meet some new people. You can go through the rest of the post. Oh, here's where I wanted to get down to, the eye candy. So we don't know the stats of these cards, but we're starting to see some of the cards that are going to come out. So you can see there'll be a new legendary green card. Here's a new rare card. This kind of looks like a summoner to me. And I know a lot of people were hoping there'd be new summoners in the new set, because summoners are very rare. It's a rare card, so it'd be a rare summoner. I could be wrong, though. This could just be some kind of wizard, and this could be a summoner, but we'll have to see. This is an archer for sure. I don't know what this is. It's pretty cool. I have to admit, the artwork on the new cards is making me like, wow, you new players, you get all these cool looking cards, and we have all these janky looking alpha beta cards if you were an old player, but those cards are worth a lot, so it's no big deal. These are definitely interesting. This is actually my first time seeing all of them. I had seen these ones, but I haven't seen these ones, so that one's pretty cool. Maybe some more poison. That is pretty wild. Oh, and we're starting to get some animations to the cards, as you can see. So if you didn't know, one of the things that they're going to be looking to do to the Splinterlands is kind of change the game from being just cards on the table, and add some like animations to these characters and create it more into kind of the idea of what it is, summoners summoning monsters to a battlefield. And I like the fact that they see that games like Alluvium and other games out there are trying to, like, take the art to a next level at the beginning, but don't have the game and don't have the player base. Whereas Splinterlands has the game and the player base already here. If they can change the game into kind of not maybe not a triple A, but a single A or double A quality looking strategy type game when you're playing it, it would go a long way to just having this game really stand out. Because right now, Splinterlands, to stream it, you have to be one of the more animated and talking streamers, because the game isn't beautiful. You can do it because there's strategy in every single match, there's rule sets in every single match. But I know someone like me, when I play the game, it's just in my head, right? Earthquake, I use these. Poison, I use these. So I'd have to be able to articulate that. And is that something that some of you out there really would like to see? Would you like to see streamers that could tell you how to play and how and what rule sets and where you should be going, and kind of show you live the results to see if they're right? I know when I'm fighting and playing, I'm always playing right now up in the champion leagues, and there are a few cards I don't have that makes it so sometimes I just get slaughtered. But usually I do pretty well, and I am able to get up into that level. So it's something I'm thinking about doing occasionally. I'm just wondering if there's enough people out there who would try to tune in to make it worth my time, or would watch those in a replay just to be able to learn a little bit more of the strategy of how to win. But I also know that me playing at that high level, it doesn't really help you if you're somebody playing at the low levels, because I'll be using certain monsters because of abilities and skills they have that they don't even have at low level. So that's one thing to kind of wonder. Maybe I need to put together like a level 2 deck, or a silver deck, and do some streaming with those kind of things. So that's going to be it for the video today. I hope you all liked it. I'm going to end it here with doing my spin and go ahead and give away some dark energy crystals. I will share the video onto Hive on my Hive blog, and if you enter here, you'll have a chance to come in and win 1,000 DEC. It's just something I do to give back to all the players that support me and watch my stuff. So Zerging Gamer, that's a new name to me. He's the winner. I should have had my Splinterlands account up, but we'll log in here really quick. I forgot I logged out. And we'll send him some dark energy crystals. 1,000 to a player, and transfer out. And as you can see, if you use the Hive keychain, there are lots of different ways for you to transfer funds in and out of this game. They are very multi-chain. There's lots of different things that you could be doing. So congratulations to the winner there, Zer Gaming. And I will be back next week for sure. And I will be trying to make some more content this week about Splinterlands and some of the other projects that I'm following. And I will definitely be giving an update on the pre-sale and where we are at on Wednesday, with a couple days left, to let you know one more time that maybe you should come in and join in with us and get a little bit of bonus packs, help us push that number high enough. If our group got to design a card, that would be really cool. That's one other thing. If we do get high enough to design a card, there's going to be some extra bonuses for the group. We just don't know if we're going to get there in the leaderboard yet. So I'll talk about that more in the next video if we get that push and we start to see ourselves having a chance. Thanks everybody. Bye.